Whenever you said immediately upon meeting Tua, it felt like he was a guy who is definitely better when you empower him and let him know that he's a guy. For the last 2 years, I've been on this show screaming like the mental toughness of what Tua has had to go through these last couple of years. Now, there's a lot of other litigation and accusations happening within the building that will all get settled and everything like that. But I think this is the first time we've heard anybody say, hey, Tua's a guy and we want him to be a guy. At what point did you realize like, hey, this is how we're going to operate with the human that is Tua, as opposed to just a player? And do you think that's like the modern new school thinking, like, hey, this is a human first as opposed to just a player?
Yeah, I think one's the exception, one's the rule. I think the exception is probably making people prove to you that they're good enough. I think that's kind of the exception. I think for the most part, the rule is people need support, especially now with all the spheres. We're making the most money we're making in the industry collectively, right?
Yes.
Because there's more access, there's more voices, there's narratives set by, hey, I think this, blah. And you have to answer for that. So that pull down, just on a human psyche, there's a ton of pressure. I know stories of players after a game walking into the locker room and immediately going to Twitter. So the stuff that players are wearing on a day-to-day basis, the pressure has evolved a little bit, and then you go through the psychological scope of scrolling stuff, search your name or something, and there's 15 good things and 3 terrible things, and how people's mind might not even see it. So all of these factors, to me, I think people need assets. People need visions set sometimes. There are, I don't know the percentage exception to the rule, but like I could tell, dude, you're a top 10 draft pick. This just in, you want to be good.
Breaking!
And you feel that other people are like, yo, be good.
Yeah.
And so, like, you got to put yourself in people's shoes and, like, identify with that. Wow, that must be tough. Okay, you take in all this stuff, and like, all I know about the kid is that he's genuine as all get out. He's a hard worker, and he has certain talents that are unique to the position. And I see all this stuff that I can from the vision of, okay, we can work with. He's in the club, and oh wow, he's been doing. What if he's confident while being in the club? The prerequisite club of the talent that you need to play the position and being a top starter of the NFL. He's in the club, so then where can we take him from there? That's all I see my job as, and all that other stuff is, I don't know, juggling nonsense. Like I'm a coach. Yeah. So I need to coach him.
What do you think you're going to do with the offense? What are you going to do to change and make Tua better? Have you got into that? This is very early in the whole process, and you're shaking hands, kissing babies right now, and you're a 0-win head coach that everybody loves.
0 wins.
0 win. But what are you thinking about that for Tua? How do you make him better?
We're going to start with scoring more points than the opponent.
Wow!
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
You are changing the game.
Changing the game
Yeah.
through math.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I think there's. I was just so fortunate in my career to be around the process of how I look at things with the empowerment of the right teachers, that I look backwards, forwards. Okay, what things do I see that are really awesome about his game on tape, even though we're at...
Hey, he's accurate as hey.
Boom! That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just you were leading me. That's how you should do this. Maybe think about it in the future.
Dude.
But he's so accurate.
Or we should just spend the time finishing each other's
sentences.
Okay.
Hey, have we known each other for
our whole lives?
Oh my God.
You tell
me.
Wow.
This is weird.
Dude.
Whoa,
Seems like you guys just became.
Wow, this is fucking weird, AJ.
Bro.